Welcome back to the show, and it finally seems to be happening. Reports this week that David Beckham will become Sir David Beckham. Joining me now is Royal Editor for the Daily Mirror, Russell Myers. Russell, is this true, and how did these honours actually come about?
Well, hi, Carol. Well, I believe it is true, and, not before long, because it's been a long campaign, not just from David Beckham himself, sort of behind the scenes. But, there has been a lot of movement behind the royal circle, certainly for David Beckham to be knighted. And why shouldn't he? Of course, he's a huge, huge icon, not only in the football and sporting world. He's a huge icon for Britain and on the global stage. And his charity work has been unending for many, many years. He's been a UNICEF ambassador. He's done great work with his own foundation. And, it was about 15 years ago when it became a bit sticky for David Beckham because of his tax affairs and certain emails where he was criticising the Honours Committee, using some pretty choice language at the time. But, of course, he's been very, very friendly with Prince William. His relationship with the King has really been cemented in recent years. He's become an ambassador of the King's Foundation. And we've seen him on several royal events over the last few months. He was at a launch of a new helicopter for the air ambulance with Prince William, and he was at the Chelsea Flower Show meeting the King and Queen just a few days ago. So this is bestowed upon Beckham from the New Year's, from the King's birthday honours, rather. We have two honours segments in the year, the New Year's honours and the King's birthday honours. And it's actually from the government, but I'm sure there's been some heavy lobbying from royal circles as well. And I think, when you actually look at it on what Beckham has done for this country on the global stage, then nobody could have a moan up about this one.
No, you would think not. And look, there's been plenty of public engagements for the royals this week, but the royals really seem to hit their straps as the weather fines up. And I love this clip. We'll show it now. Prince William and the Duchess of Edinburgh at the Royal Cornwall Show.
Are these all yours then?
It's nice. Yeah. Is it as good as you remember?
Need a bit of ice in it as well. Might get a bit of ice.
And I have to keep saying, if you could imagine it's, lovely and cold and fizzy,
Where's the business space?
I love this personally. They look like they're having a great time. Can you tell us about the event, and is it typical of royal engagements at this time of year?
Well, certainly, as you said yourself, when the weather comes out for the couple of days of our summer in the UK, then certainly the royals are out and about. And the Royal Cornwall Show is a great example of that. It's, bringing the local community together. Of course, Prince William in his role as Duke of Cornwall. And he's doing a lot of work with the Duchy of Cornwall as well. We've seen him talking about, trying to solve the homelessness crisis, trying to put sort of affordable living on the Duchy estate. But this double act is something that a lot of people in royal circles have been calling for a long time. Sophie, the Duchess of Edinburgh, is a really safe pair of hands. She's great fun to work with. She has a great relationship with the Prince and Princess of Wales. And William talking about, the cider he was trying is called a rattler. And he said, you never forget your first rattler. And I think that he was, really enjoying himself in that moment. And this is exactly what the royal family need, because we've spoken a lot about sort of the slimmed down monarchy, and it looks pretty threadbare at certain times. Of course, over the last year, we've had the King and the Princess of Wales sort of taking a back step from duties because of their cancer treatment. And Prince William has been flying the flag alone a lot of the time with the Queen and Duchess of Edinburgh on separate engagements. But when they come together on engagements like this, I think it has a real lasting impact. So hopefully we'll see more of it throughout the summer and beyond.
Sure, and it wasn't just those two this week. The King, he seemed to be outliving his boyhood fantasies this week, firing an artillery gun. What was that all about?
Well, he was, and he was absolutely congratulated for it. He was with the Royal Artillery Gunners. He got actually behind the sort of controls of one of the guns. Of course, he is a military man himself, Commander-in-Chief of the armed forces as well. So I think, when we're looking at the King's diary at the moment, it is absolutely jam-packed. I mean, I've just been on a few trips with him this year to Italy was a real favourite of his. And I think that when you're looking at what the King wants to achieve over the next year and beyond, it's certainly building up his engagements both at home and abroad, supporting the armed services, supporting the charities that are really, really important to him. And of course, he's still undergoing his cancer treatment and maintaining a tremendous pace. And I think that's really great for the royal family and great for him as well.